Hi, you good girl. Hi. You're very motivated this morning. Hello and welcome to Kindergarten All-Stars. If you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe. I'm going on my 13th year of teaching elementary, and this is my first time going back into kindergarten after a couple of years. I was out of the classroom for about a year and a half, and then this last year I was teaching second grade in a school district. I'm also lucky enough to be going into the district that I've been wanting to go into for quite some time. So lots of good things happening, and I am very excited to bring you along with me on my journey as I set up my classroom. This channel has kind of been neglected over this past year due to just the craziness of things that have been going on, but now that things I feel like are going to be settled, I can start bringing more content to you on top of classroom setup videos. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully you will stick with me throughout the school year as we get back into kindergarten land. Today is classroom setup day 5. I'm starting to lose count of the days. It's been a lot. Today is looking to be one of the more exciting days since my layout is pretty much done, and for the most part, the supplies, school supplies, classroom supplies have been unpacked and sorted. I can really start honing in on some of the different areas. I've already figured out my math area. I figured out my art center, my art area. Now today I'm going to be looking at finalizing the writing area, the writing center, the small group area, and maybe start putting up decor. Putting up the bulletin boards, figuring out what's going on my walls. So I'm thinking a lot's going to get done today. I don't have anything happening this afternoon, so I have a lot of time to get some work done. As always, I'll come home for lunch since I am lucky enough to be in a school that is literally in walking distance of my house. So let's get into the classroom and see what we can get done today. So here we are back in the room, and as you can see, my rug has been cleaned and it actually looks really nice now. It's definitely an older rug, and you know, it's not my first choice, but if this is what I got, this is what I got. Rugs are expensive, so I'm gonna make it work and be happy with what I have. If I happen to get donated from my wish list, which that is a very big item, so I don't expect anybody to donate that, but I do have it listed. So looking over here, this is the math area. My children are enjoying the Magna tiles. Here is the art area, the art center, and also the blocks, the building blocks area too, with the connecting cubes is kind of math / building blocks area. Come around here, the unfinished writing center, the art area, the rest of the art center. Then around here this is still a lot of stuff that still needs to be taken care of. This is my teaching area where these books were for my second grade classroom. Now I'm going to kind of go through them and see what I want to do with them for now, if any of them can be like for higher readers, and if not, I'll just store them until I either need them again or whatever. I also do have a second grader, so he can probably enjoy a lot of these books. There is my teaching area still. That's a work in progress. This is going to be the small group area today, which is what I'm going to be working on, and my laminator, which I found a while back. My wonderful library, for the most part, set up. I'm going to add a few more decorations there. And my students' book bins, so any books that decodable books that they read during small group. They can have them in their book bins, as well as their unfinished work and some other items that they will need throughout the school day. They have student numbers, and I know it's kindergarten, but I'll be teaching them at least their one specific number right away, even though some of them might not even know all their numbers. But this is where their book bins are. As I said in the last video, I know it's a little high, but I'll have a tiny stool somewhere over here where they can use to reach up and get their book bins. I've also tested with Hannah, and she can, for the most part, reach the lower one, just not the higher one. So it's not perfect, but it's better than having them all over there on that counter, which is what I initially tried to do. It just took up too much room and it wouldn't work. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get to work. So this is what the writing center looks like now. Erasers for my whiteboards, just standard black dry erase markers for when we do whole group writing on the whiteboards, handwriting. And then during our free time, they can use these for the whiteboards. This is my sharpened and unsharpened pencil. I'll probably put some little tiny labels here, but the blue bin is for the sharpened pencils. The red one is stop, don't use this one. They're sharp, they need to be sharpened. So we put them in here. Here are some lined paper for self-directed play and learning. And I kind of want to show you the benefits to having stations set up like this in the classroom, because you know, students learn the best when they are self-directed. This is what a child would look like enjoying the library. She chose that all on her own. And Hannah enjoyed my art center, my art area. Asked if she could make some art, and so she used the supplies from my art area. Used pipe cleaners. She chose to use the pipe cleaners that way. Used some glue and colored it. This is why, even though this is kindergarten and we have lots of academics, of course that academics will happen and they are important, but I also believe in giving students opportunities to learn and be creative on their own and problem solve. And so that is why I have these stations set up the way that I do. So with the writing center all done and set up, now here's another example of self-directed play. Now that I have the writing center set up and done, now it's time to start working on the small group area, putting my supplies, set up my supplies over here, and then get the puzzles and games and different literacy activities that I would use for my literacy workshop. So here is my small group area where all my small group materials are, right next to my small group table. I have over here my Heggerty phonemic awareness. I'd love to do this whole group, but it really depends on the district and how they want my schedule to be and how they want whole group time, if they're really going to be sticklers about like what curriculum needs to be done. Here is magnetic whiteboards to use magnets and work with some more phonemic awareness, segmenting of sounds, the acronym boxes. I also have over here like the primary lines to help with handwriting as well if I'm doing that during small group. Letter flashcards. These are letter cards that actually have glue on them where students can feel the dried up glue and feel what it feels like to trace the letters. That's some activities I will be doing for small group. Some intensive phonics activities in here. I utilize something called From Phonics to Reading. So I got these books a long time ago, and I really love From Phonics to Reading. My flashcards, which I'll be doing during small group time, the curriculum already has some other flashcard sound spelling cards, I assume, but I'm going to be using these for small group. These are part of the curriculum. I did find these. These are sight word readers. I've went through them. Some of them are good, so hopefully I'll be able to use some of these for small group time, and then my decodables and everything else will be over here in this area. So this is still a work in progress, but this is what I feel really good about this area right now. There'll probably be some more like containers full of supplies that might be put here as I find more materials from the curriculum that they have available for small group. Over here are my puzzles and games that I have, this area. I just right now have this one puzzle up here. I didn't want to put it in one of these bins because it would be really messy. So the students can just grab it up top here, go play with it and put it back. Again, it's pretty self-directed. They match the letters to the empty spot. It also shows them the directions on how to draw the letters. If you look in here, here are the puzzles and games that I have. Alphabet matching. This can be found, pretty much all these items can be found on Amazon, and I'll link these items in the description below. But this is alphabet matching. They match the the letters to the board. This could be like this is mostly for like alphabet bingo, but this can also be a self-directed activity, and the cards go in the bag here. And the box for that is this one right here. And this is something that was donated to me from my wish list. These are matching the capital letters to lowercase letters to a target word that go with the sound. That can also be found on Amazon. The box for that is this one. That's what it looks like. I have rhyming puzzles, which these ones are a little bit more difficult. There's like a center wheel, and they put the matching rhyming words on the outside of the wheel, and that one is a little bit more difficult for students to find. So I just put the match. I've already matched them together. All they have to do is just like find the correct side and put it together to make it look like a pattern, like a square. And the box for that, well, it looks like I might have already put that box away, but I will also link that in the description. This puzzle is just alphabet matching with target sounds as well. That one is a little bit older. It's called Match It ABCs, and this is what the box looks like right here. And we have 4-letter words matching up here. They're just like word puzzles that they put together to make words. I know that most students don't know how to like put the words together yet, but they're easy to put together, and they're self-directed, so it's not something that they have to know like how to sound out words yet or anything. And then I have also This is another older item. This is another sequencing cards activity, and this was, it's really fun for students to try and create a story. But the thing is it's not helpful for them because originally they don't have anything on the back to help them. So I just put little matching stickers that they could just find the pictures together that have the matching stickers, and then they just have to then decide what's the order of the story. So they'll just look here, figure out what's first, figure out what's next, then, and finally. So I think we've got a good stopping point for right now before we head to lunch. So I'm going to take a pause right here. We're gonna go home like usual, have lunch, and come back and see if we can't start putting up bulletin boards. All right, so we have reached the end of day 5. This was, as always, a very productive day, and I'm going to turn you around so you can see all the work that got done. It's about almost 5 o'clock, so I've been here for a good amount of time, but man, oh man, I am very happy with the way everything has turned out. So I'm just gonna turn you around so you can take a look and see what has been done, and then we will finish off day 5. So this is the view now coming in to the room, and as you can see, the front bulletin board is done, and it's a little crinkly. I'm not super happy about that, but the kids aren't gonna care, honestly. And it's better than paper, and I love it, and I want to reuse it again and again because it's so easy to clean off, it's so easy to wipe off, and it's just better than paper. I can't say enough about it. I will put a link in the description of this video. So here's one of the bulletin boards in the front here with my front read aloud stadium bookshelf. It looks just beautiful. It's my favorite thing ever, with the back to school themed books. And then over here is the other bulletin board, which is way less crinkly and looks very nice with the star borders. The borders, I've said it in my last series last year, but this border is actually two-sided. So that'll also be another thing that I will link in the description here. The math area is the same. The art area is the same. You can see over here, here's my writing center now. where over here's the bathroom. The other side of the art area, still about the same, except I did get some specific erasers for the chalkboard part here. I didn't want to have students use the same erasers for the whiteboard that I did for the chalkboard, so there's that. The paper, my students' mailboxes, which are over here. My small group area with the different student books, sound spelling cards, Haggerty, the Elkinen boxes, whiteboards. Oh, and they are magnetic. I honestly don't remember where these came from. I've had them for so long and I love them so much, but I just cannot, if anybody knows where they might have come from, like where they might be for sale, definitely shoot a comment so I can link it in the description for other people. But those things are awesome. My teacher area still. Here is my workshop board now. It will be filled with the different centers that the students can go to on day one. Right now I'm not ready for that, so I'll just leave that as is. My small group table has been covered up with some decor because tomorrow is going to be more decoration, so I'm gonna leave that stuff out for tomorrow. The puzzles and games area, I've already talked about that. And of course, my library is the same as well. The one thing for those that are new to this channel that don't know my system, the library system is easy for students to be able to self-manage. They will be taught that they can take out any books that they want to, read them, but then they need to match the sticker with the tub, the genre that it came from. So the food, go back in the food, that sticker. And there's just different designs because there's a few different genres that I couldn't just base it all completely on colors. I got a little creative with the sticker designs. So library is still the same. Student tables are still the same. Here are the student book bins still. That's still the same. And that's where we are. I am so stoked for how everything has turned out. It's looking fantastic. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of decor and decoration, and we're getting close to the end of the classroom setup series. Like I said, this week is pretty much the week that I had to get my classroom set up. That's why I've been going crazy, making sure to get this all done. And I'm very happy that I did, because next week is vacation. And then the week after, we'll start probably with new teacher orientation, because I'm new to the district. And I'll start doing some videos with a week in the life teacher edition. I promise to be way more proactive with making videos this year, because I know last year it was just a crazy situation for me, and I am definitely ready to provide you much more content this time around. So as always, please, if you're new, like and subscribe, and join me soon for day 5. Thank you.